We're on camera. Let's go. Hey, y'all, Candy Foster in the house. Come on, y'all. Put your hands together like this. Hey.
Don't you ever feel sad, lean on me when the times get bad.
Gerald Foster grew up in a close-knit neighborhood in Danville, Illinois, the son of a Navyman and a glamorous mother who was a popular local singer.
I used to sit there and come down there and downstairs in my bedroom and watch them rehearse. And I remember she had one old boxes that you had to wind up and play the record. She just walk around and she was rehearsing. I just thought she was having fun at first, and then I found out she was rehearsing. And I was like, oh man, this is interesting.
His auntie offered piano lessons, but he played hooky. Instead, he immersed himself in everything from opera to doo-wop and blues, singing on the street corner with friends to impress the girls he was too shy to talk to.
They told me I had a good voice. I'm like, oh. So there you are. They created a monster.
Soon, he was putting together singing groups, and at some point, his bandmates suggested a nickname to fit their cool lead singer. Gerald would forever be known as Candy Foster.
Sports and blues, you gotta have nicknames, you know.
Candy moved to Champaign in 1959 when he was barely 20. When he wasn't working at restaurants and hotels to support his growing family, he was performing with his band called the Soul Brothers on what was known in the black community as the chitlin circuit.
The chitlin circuit was an old saying that they come up with for low price entertainment. Sometimes no price entertainment. So they had to go through the back door as a black band or black entertainers that couldn't play in the front hotels and clubs, the little towns, and play in the little motels and and the bars and taverns. And they'd get bands like Soul Brothers or willing to travel and go to Charleston, Mount Vernon, all around in these different places. Had sharecroppers and guys that couldn't go to the fancy places, but they wanted to come out and party on weekends too.
When the Vietnam War got underway, Chanute Air Force Base in Rantoul became an important training center. Foster was recruited by top brass, just not in the way he expected.
The entertainment was set up for basically everybody but black kids. They didn't like that music at all. That wasn't their thing. And they just kept waiting on something to happen, and it wasn't happening. So, like anything else, they finally had enough. Next thing I know, I was getting a phone call, and they said, "You still got your band, right?" I said, "Yeah, we still got the Soul Brothers. Can you get them up here tomorrow? Can you come do it on?" So, I said, "Yeah." So we started playing just about every other night. We kind of ended up being one of the favorites on the bass. We played all kind of basses, all around the Midwest and out in Michigan. It was like a holiday when Soul Brothers came to town at the Air Force Base. That was kind of my way of feeling like I was doing what I was supposed to do, giving back.
As his career grew, Foster opened shows for many big names who came through Illinois.
I opened up a show for B.B. King and Bobby Blue Bland, and I got a chance to hang out with them, and they both had big old buses and stuff like that, with everything, the whole works, and I was, I'm like a kid with a new toy. I run around like, woo, man.
His appearance with B.B. King led to a lifelong friendship with the King family.
I got this phone call, and the lady said, "Are you the famous Candy Foster?" I said, "Well, I'm Candy Foster." She said, they told me if I was in trouble and I needed a band, that you the one to call. And I said, "Well, who is it?" She said, "I'm Shirley King, one of B.B. King's daughters." And I said, "Well, I'll make a few phone calls." Make a long story short, I got her a band. And she never did forget that. From then on, every 2 or 3 months, this is Shirley. I'm like, can you help me, Mr. Foster? Oh, man.
Are you ready? Hey, come on now. Ain't nothing but a party. Hey.
Came on this morning. Oh, what a shot.
In a career spanning more than 65 years, Candy Foster has established himself as the guy to call in Central Illinois for the best in R&B and soul hits. His latest band, Shades of Blue, is the biggest of his career.
Some of the band leaders around here were saying, well, Foster, you can't have no 7 or 8 piece band. You make any money, you can't do that. Horn sections and backup singers, that's a dream world. And I'm like, well, I know it is, but that's what I want.
When anyone, well, what do you do? Or, oh, you sing, what do you do? Oh, I sing with Candy Foster and the Shades of Blue. It's always a explosive response.
They're impressed by that. Oh, because everybody knows Candy.
I'm not the best singer around, and I'm not trying to be the best singer around because I know I'm not going to be that. But what I am trying to do is entertain. And if you're going to call me anything, that's what you need to call me, an entertainer. You put in your way you feel it, how you feel about stuff. I put stuff in that ain't in the song. It's me talking now. I'm talking to you. A good gig is the people. It's like sports or anything else. The more the people get involved, the more you get involved.
Even in his late 80s, Foster is big on getting involved. He raises money for many charitable organizations and has established the Candy Foster Scholarship at Parkland College. He's a father of 14 and a grandfather of 30, maybe 40 grandchildren. He's kind of lost count.
I love them all, Hey, on the holidays, my house, we had to hold hands through the different rooms. That's family love there. And we don't make them who their mama was, who their daddy was, who that. They brothers and sisters. And that's what we look at.
One thing he does know, he's not stopping anytime soon.
I've heard people ask him, how do you keep moving? How do you have all this energy on stage? How are you doing all of this? And the first thing he says is, I don't stop moving.
I feel real comfortable when I'm doing music the way Candy Foster does it. As long as I got that, I'm happy.
Thank you.